Hi guys. As I record this, it's the 5th of January. This won't get published until, I guess, like the 9th or something. But according to the internet, I won't live until the 9th. Right now it's snowing. It's weird because this snow, I'm in southern Indiana, but this moisture is from the Gulf of Mexico. And so later on tonight, I'm supposed to die from being crushed by ice, or I'm supposed to freeze to death, or maybe starve to death because I'm trapped in my ice encrusted house. Anyway, so just in case these are my last words, I figure I'll try to put out a video and maybe make it memorable. Yeah, that won't happen. It won't be memorable. But still, the sharp item on, you might notice there's a camera right there. The reason there's a camera right there was I had a problem yesterday. Basically shooting, this is my chore 2 shot, the long straight diagonals. I was shooting them in that direction because I was watching TV, and I missed 114 times in a row. So I had the cue ball here, shooting the object ball, well, trying to shoot the object ball into this pocket. 114 times in a row though, I missed. And the object ball here, right here. And the cue ball, as it drew back, I was working on the draw stroke for this shot, had a ton of right angles. Ton. It was weird. I mean, it really came out of the blue. I've been hitting balls really accurately for the last couple of months. It took me a little while to figure out, what the problem was, what had happened. Well, what the problem was that I was being an idiot. And what had happened was, I was watching some of my old videos, my old personal videos, trying to come up with an idea for a YouTube video, one for you guys. And in one of the videos, which was like 2015, it was during a period when I was having an issue with, let me set this up, where on my backswing, if you guys can even see this, on my backswing, it was wrapping around my body a little bit. This is a bit of an exaggeration, but it's not even that much. This was a definite problem I had back then. And it showed up when I had to shoot it. I shot hard, or heck, even medium speed. So, say if I have a shot here, let's just put a cue ball here for realism. If I have a shot here, I can be absolutely on the right shot line. But if I wrap around my body and then shoot anything more than soft, I might not have time to get back on the right shot line. If I shoot a shot softly, I have plenty of time to get back on the right shot line. This is what my problem was back then. I was wrapping around my body on my backswing. And I ended up correcting that, and I'll talk about that. The video I watched, trying to come up with video ideas for YouTube, was during that period. And one of the things that I saw in the video was, when I'm getting set up, go ahead and do my backswing while I'm still getting set up. In other words, don't get lined up like this, get lined up with my hand already back. And I said, okay, do that. Now I get lined up. I paused the video. Said, all right, cool. Let's do that. That'd be a good thing for a YouTube video. That was when I proceeded to miss my chore 2 shot 114 times in a row. The problem was I didn't watch the rest of the video. The rest of that video basically was me saying, hey Dave, all that stuff I just said? Don't do that. That's stupid. That will break your stroke. It will break your shot line. That's exactly what it did. So Whereas in the past, when I made that video I talked about, I was wrapping around myself as I came back on my backswing. I was kind of wrapping around my body a little bit. That is not what was happening when I missed all those shots. My stroke was perfectly straight, but it wasn't on the proper shot line. The whole shot line was rotated counterclockwise, or clockwise, sorry, just a little bit. So it didn't even really matter how hard I hit the shot. I'm stroking along the wrong line. This right here is a bit of an exaggeration, but just for them. So yeah, no wonder. So what was happening was, remember the cue ball is down here. I'm putting right English on it because I'm not in proper alignment. Squirting the cue ball this way, which effectively cut the two ball or the object ball to about right here. This is exactly what was happening. This is why the object ball was missing in the same spot every time. This is why I had all that right English. Because of this, which didn't even fix the original problem, and it definitely didn't fix the new problem. It actually caused the new problem. So once I watched the rest of that video, I didn't have anything wrong. I didn't have anything wrong with my stroking. It was fine. I created a problem and then wasted like half a day at least trying to fix the problem that I had just created by being a dumbass and not watching the whole video. So, I don't know, moral of the story is don't be an idiot, Dave. And the secondary moral of the story, for you guys is, if it's not broke, don't fix it. You can mess with it, and you can try to make it better. But, again, if it's not broke, don't fix it. What I did, and this is going to be a little bit weird because you guys can't see my feet. What I did to fix the problem back then when I was wrapping around myself on my backswing, and what I did to where I was stroking straight but I was on the wrong shot line, the same thing. I did the same thing both times. I got on a shot straight in on the two, right? Clearly I'm having a problem with stroking straight being in alignment at this point. I want to fix it. I talked about this before. Set the cue stick on the shot line. And then try not to move the cue stick and bring my body into that position. So it's on the shot line. Take my practice strokes, make sure I'm stroking straight. And Bob's your uncle. My cats are going apeshit if you guys can hear that. So, this is a little bit tedious to be doing every time, but this is what I did back then when I had a definite problem. I was trying to fix it. I got on the shot line, like I just described, moved my body into position, into the stance. Now I know I'm on the right shot line. I know that my cue stick is on the right shot line and everything. I took coins and I put them in front of and in back of both feet. So I knew exactly where my feet were when I'm in the proper position to shoot the shot, along the proper shot line. Then, once I had those coins there, I just got set up like a normal person, like I had been doing. Just coming on, getting on the shot, okay. Now I put some coins there. I actually use pennies and dimes, but that really doesn't matter. And then I compare, okay, when I'm correct, this is my foot position. When I'm not correct, this is my foot position. What I ended up doing, and you guys barely see my feet, and I apologize, I'm not a ballerina, but all I did was open up my stance just a little bit by doing this. Just a little bit. Rotating my right foot, my back foot, counterclockwise just a little bit. Doesn't take much. And what I ended up doing was rotating it just a little bit until it felt a little bit weird. And at that point, my stance had been opened up just enough to where I didn't have that clockwise rotation on my cue anymore. I didn't have the wrapping around my body stuff anymore. Everything was nice and straight. This super. This is not my permanent ideal solution for really any problem. I don't like to have any kind of an issue, and the fix is we'll do this other thing until it feels a little bit weird, and then you're good to go. Because if I'm down here and I twist you can't see my foot, but I'm twisting it counterclockwise on the ball of my foot, and just until it feels a little bit weird, eventually that's not going to feel weird anymore. So if I keep that mindset of making it feel weird, I have to twist my foot more. And then I have to twist my foot more, and then more. And you can't see my feet. You should be able to get the picture. So I don't like the whole make it feel weird and that means that you're good to go thing. But if I can make it feel weird until my inner pool player gets used to it and knows what a proper alignment feels like, then that's good. And that's basically what has happened in both cases. Now, in the case where I was wrapping around myself, I had to do one other thing. This is so hard to describe, it's probably going to be even harder to see on the camera. But when I would get set up, when I'm still up here getting set up, I would call it hitching my shoulder. And that is, I'm basically just moving this arm, my forearm on my right arm, as far back as I can, right there, hitching my shoulder. I would do that, still do the foot twist, and that prevented me from wrapping around myself as I was stroking. It straightened out my backswing. Now this latest thing, where I was stroking straight but just not on the right line, that it's irrelevant for that. The hitching my shoulder was just to stop that curve from happening, to stop that, and it did. And this is several years ago, and now I don't have to think about it anymore. I'm still doing it. I'm still getting on a shot and hitching a little bit, but I'm not having to make a conscious effort to do it anymore. So I'm still doing it. I'm still hitching my shoulder, but I don't have to think about it anymore. It just several years ago. So I just kind of just do it. Nowadays I'm twisting my right foot just a little bit to get on the shot and just shoot the ball in, and everything's great until another problem comes along. So the moral of the story, I think I mentioned this, don't be an idiot, Dave. Man, it is snowing like crazy outside. Watch the whole video, Dave, you idiot. And then for you guys, a more general moral of the story, my famous last words, possibly, if it's not broke, don't fix it. All right? Thanks, guys.